So Michael, what are the most common errors that are in an art file that end up causing a delay to the printing process?
There's 3.
Okay.
Because you made me do 3 instead of the 10 that I had listed.
Well, but these are the most common, the ones
Yes.
you most get.
The most common problems: bleeds, font issues, low res pictures.
All right, let's start with
Those
bleeds.
are the 3 most common
what's
ones.
happening? You're not getting a bleed?
A lot of people are designing in Canva or looking on their screen, and when you export it, it's going to export to the size.
Yep.
And for most people, that's like, okay, cool, this is what I want it to look like. But for us, when we're cutting 1,000 of your sheets with the guillotine cutter, there's going to be a slight variation.
So, of course, sure. And of course, if you got that image and it's just kind of off, you'll see like just a little bit of white on you. It's just like, ugh.
Yes.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, it's the worst. And it will make your piece look cheaper. And you paid good money to have high quality print if you're coming to a commercial
And
printer.
if you get something then that it doesn't have a bleed, you're actually having to take time to fix it, right?
Yes.
And that's going to delay the process.
Yes, that does delay the process.
1/8 of an inch at least.
1/8 of an inch,
But
all the way around.
They can go ahead and do even more if they want. Just don't worry about that. Just make sure it's off the side of that
can
page.
never have too much bleed.
A bleed is a good thing. Do a lot of bleeding.
Bleeds. More bleeds, please.
This is a man who bleeds for great printing, okay? So give him some bleeds,
More
heaven's
bleeds,
sakes.
please. But that is the vein of my existence every single day. I won't lie, a couple jobs I did yesterday and they were rushed and due today, and there was no bleeds. And these actually came from very, well-known designers, and I still had to add the bleed on there because I needed to get it done. By the time I call the people and they call the designer,
right. And then they get back, it's going to take, and you just took care of it.
Too much of a delay. But on some of the bigger jobs where it's a 50-page book, I don't have the time to do that. I can't, or otherwise I'm going to have to throw it through a system and try to have AI do it. And
so give it make sure to give it a bleed. That's a big thing. What's the second one that's the most common?
The second one we were talking about.
You were
fonts.
What goes wrong with a font?
Well, there's a million fonts out there, and if you don't own the rights to it or whatever, or it's not loaded on my computer or the system that we rip it through, whether I'm talking about printing digitally through our Fiery or I'm ripping it through something else, you're going to have fonts that have look different than what you want, or it might replace it with another font. So
better than have the digital version of that, you want to do what?
You want to make sure that they are outlined, rasterized, flattened, because once you do that, then there's no issues. It just becomes part of the art, almost like a picture. It's not going to change it when I rip it through our systems.
And if they don't do that, you getting it, it's just not going to look correctly. Then again, you have to go back. They have to fix it. We got a delay.
Another delay.
Okay, what's that third most common error?
Low res picture.
Ah, yes, of course. That's the bane of his existence.
Why can't I just download it from the internet and throw it in my brochure, or blow it up and put it on the side of a building? Now, don't get me wrong, with AI and different things, we can fix a lot of those pictures, but once it's embedded in your design, it's very hard to get at it, bring it out, fix it, put it back in. Just make sure it's at least 300 DPI. Make sure that the pictures are already in CMYK would be very awesome as well. Our printers have very high capacity. You're looking at 1200 DPI. So, what I would make sure if you're putting a picture in there, make sure it looks really good and make sure that you've edited it to make it look exactly like what you want to. Save it and then make sure it is linked inside of your file before you export, and export properly for printing.
And you can just package that. If you're on the InDesign, just package it, right?
You could package it and send it to us. The only problem with that is that we'll have to then open it up.
That's a delay. See, now, this is about the most delays, and I just brought one up that I gave it. See, this is why I would have caused delays.
Now we're over 3.
Okay.
Randy's pissed.
All right. So, in conclusion, make sure the bleed.
Bleed on your file.
Outline
the fonts.
And
make sure you got high-res pictures, 300 DPI minimum.
You'll get a great job, printing job, and no delays.
You got a printing job? Put your
best foot forward for Foote Printing.
Foote Printing, always printing to do your foot printing.